EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Yellow. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Easy. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Williams, a man in motion right. From his own end zone, Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. His throw incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. To throw from his end zone. Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On is the Chargers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And trouble trying to middle here. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Play action. It's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. 'Cause 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 'cause
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 37. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 6-0 our score after 1. On 4th down, Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. They set up the screen to Chubb.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum. because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert now. And this is caught by Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
The Chiefs are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
taken at about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Third and 2, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation.
On the return, Johnson.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He's got it to Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. They run it again with Chubb.
And he's got it to about the 40.
From the 40 now on second down. Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Allen, the man in motion right. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, L.A.
Josh Palmer.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
153 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
43!
Mahomes now on 1st down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down.
Herbert, and that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Herbert just beat the play clock. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
164 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Herbert on 3rd down now. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Chargers. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, Riblet. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Throw left side complete. That's Blake. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down.
And he loses the football the second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
166 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line.
15, yellow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Allen, the man in motion left. They'll try again with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
Yellow.
I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Mahomes. Finding Kelsey.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yellow, yellow.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Color. Hey, 57 color.
Mahomes. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Ready?
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.